Play.
Congrats, that was pretty amazing.
Oh yeah.
Off the top of your head, you played some crazy matches in your career. How does this one compare to them?
Well, this match was really crazy, and I really think it was super high level match. She played incredible tennis, and I was just keep telling myself like, stay there, fight for every point. You never know what's gonna happen. Probably this is the match. This is the match for crazy comeback, and I did it. And I'm super happy that I didn't give up on that score, and I was really pushing myself hard, even though I didn't play my best tennis and she was crushing it like crazy. I was just like trying to stay in the game and keep fighting for every point. But this match definitely go into the book of craziest matches and the best matches of my career.
What do you remember about the 4 match points? That was were you just saying keep the ball in play, maybe she'll get a little tight? What is your recollection of those points?
I would say that on those points I kind of like felt that she, first of all, somehow I put it the first match point, somehow I returned serve, I put it back. She didn't expect that. I made a great backhand cross court, and then the second one I kind of like start feeling that she's getting tight, and I was like, probably this is good opportunity for me to stay in the match. And yeah, I think I won that game because she kind of like start thinking too much, and I mean, good for me, and I was super happy that I was able to win that game.
Hi, congratulations.
Thank you.
When you twisted your ankle at very crucial point, how was that? Is that bad? And you think about taking a medical treatment?
It was bad in first seconds, but then like slowly it was getting better, and I thought like, okay, I think I'm ready to play. But in that moment when I twisted a little bit, I thought like, oh God, what I did wrong. So it's happening to me. But I was trying, this is just the proof that I was trying so hard to get to every ball and to put every ball back. And yeah, but now I feel okay. We'll see tomorrow, but I have a great team, and I'm pretty sure they will take care of it. So for the next match, I'll be ready.
Anita, is it late comer?
Pardon?
So did you have a question?
Yeah, but I think that was already asked. But yeah, exactly. Adrenaline can really mask pain. Do you expect it's still going to kind of settle in exactly what you're going through as you get away from the match?
I would say that I quite experienced in twisting my ankle, and I know the way how to get out from that and not get injured. And that's why I like my shoes, because I have a good control on my feet there. And I think right before that like really crazy twist, I was able to kind of like let it go and kind of like save myself. So I feel like it should be okay.
Because you did that a couple times. I saw you sort of roll out of the split. Is that the same kind of preventing injury that you were doing there?
It was good move from me, to save myself, I would say.
Question here.
Well, that was sort of my question a little bit. Do you practice the splits? Because there was a lot of splits, and just do you work on your flexibility the way you just said you know how to control your...
For Alex.
But
oh my gosh, how stupid I am. But it's okay, someone has to be.
Lighthearted, but
Huh?
do you work on your flexibility a lot to sort of as injury prevention? Is that something you actually do?
Yeah, I do a lot of stretches, mops, and I think it's definitely helped me today.
Chris, I think we have one from you.
Aryna, Peyton was having a tough time in the first couple of months, and she said she really wanted to start hitting the ball, going
Who?
for a shot.
Ah,
Peyton
Penny.
turned to her opponent
Mhm,
tonight.
mhm.
She wanted to be more aggressive going for a shot, so and you praised her on court. So can you talk a little bit about how well she was hitting the ball, and did it surprise you?
Well, I was watching her matches, and it's not like it surprised me. I knew what to expect, but yeah, she's hitting the ball really great, really heavy balls, and I would say that the rhythm of her ball is more like a like man rhythm, like it's more spin. It's not going flat. It's heavy. It's kind of like hitting a racket off So she's playing really great tennis, and her forehand it's unbelievable shot. But lucky me, I practice a lot with my hitting partner, so I used to this kind of like to this rhythm to play against, and so I'm happy I was able to put this pressure back on her. But yeah, she's hitting really great balls.
And do we have a last question? Yep, Anita, last one.
What was going on with your rackets? Were you having problems with the balls or the strings? I saw you send a few back.
Yeah, the frame of my racket kind of like full off a little bit. How to say? Wait. It was broken a little bit, like not fixed really good. I don't speak English. So the frame, it was some problems with the frame. And the crack, it just like flew over. I don't know, like it's
Just separated.
Yeah, separated. Yes, definitely.
Thank you.
All right, we'll run down to news.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure you
Ready? Play.
Well, hello there, and welcome to Talking Tennis. And we are here to watch Aryna Sabalenka against Emma Raducanu. Yes, I am watching Emma Raducanu on Talking Tennis for the third time this tournament. I'm very pleased to say that I'm going to be watching it with my fast friend Jerome. How are you doing?
How are you doing, Nick? Good to be calling a match with you again, and what a match we have. I've been waiting all day for this. Hope it's a good one.
Yeah, I don't know what to expect from this, because this is either going to go one of two ways. This is either going to be a Sabalenka beatdown or a real tussle, and I'm hoping it's the latter.
Yeah, I mean, as you said there, I am too hoping it's the latter. But yeah, I mean, on any given day, I would usually say Sabalenka beatdown is probably the fair assessment of how this match is going to go. But given had form since the Australian Open, and looking at that last round match against Peyton Stearns, I think Emma could be in with a shot here. I don't want to say it too soon, but it could be. We could have an upset on the cards. I mean, or as you said, yeah, we could just get a Sabalenka beatdown, which is probably the more likely. But I'm staying hopeful here. I think Emma can pull out some good tennis. All depends how she's obviously been given a bit of a luck against Yastremska, the walkover after 4-love in the last game. So she's probably a bit fresher, especially considering the marathon match that Sabalenka had with Stearns in the previous round. But yeah, going to be an interesting one here. Really looking forward to it.
Yeah, I am too. I think when I saw this, I was like, this is an opportunity for Emma to get herself back in the spotlight. I don't think she's beaten a top 10 player yet in her career. So this would be quite some scalp. Talk to me a little bit. What do you think Emma needs to do to get herself into this match with Sabalenka, like game-wise?
So I think from the offset, I mean, she's already been given probably a bit of advantage with the courts. If this was kind of any other hard court, probably you would be looking at a Sabalenka, demolition show. But because of the slower courts, I think that gives Emma a bit of time a bit of a leeway in, working the angles. She's not going to get. I don't expect her to really get hit off the court as much today as she probably would do on any other court. But as long as she can use the angles. In her first match against Masarova, she was using the angles really well, and that's what I like to see. And if she can do that today, get Sabalenka moving, she's going to have a good opportunity of taking it. What do you think?
I agree. I think moving Sabalenka around is kind of critical. That defense is going to be key. Sabalenka does get frustrated when the ball keeps coming back. For Sabalenka, she just needs to stay on an even keel, not get frustrated if she's missing too much. For me, the other thing that's going to be key is Emma's serve. It wasn't amazing against Masarova, although she got through in straights. The other, we never really. It was better against Yastremska, but Yastremska was clearly not herself. So I'm hoping that this trajectory continues. That she can, she can win this one.
You're
optimistic.
Yeah, you talked about it there. The serve. I noticed that as well. Her first serve hasn't been firing, so hopefully she can find that today. But yeah, I mean, optimism is the way to go. This would be a huge win, not only in her career, but a massive a step forward in her comeback this year. It would change the whole. You feel like it would change the whole trajectory of the next couple of months if she can get a win here. It would do her the world of good. So yeah, really interesting to see what happens.
Well, they're about to get out underway, and Sabalenka serving first, goes out wide, immediately serves an ace. No surprise. No surprise whatsoever. This is a standard Sabalenka result. Obviously she's coming off the back of this incredible match that she had with Peyton Stearns. I'm assuming that you also slept through it like I did.
I did indeed.
But there were a lot of I woke up to a lot of excitement on.
Yeah, I was treated to a nice highlight show in the morning.
Yeah.
I mean, speaking of that match, I mean, you got to. I mean, cool credit to Sabalenka for sticking in there, but you got to feel for Stearns that the moment got a bit too much for her there, serving it out, match points on her racket. And yeah, she was on the verge of a massive win and ultimately couldn't go over the line, which is a shame. But Sabalenka, what grit, what determination, as we've seen so often in the past.
Yeah, I'm a little bit more optimistic about that match for Stearns, because she had 3 match points at love 40 on her serve, but the critical thing with that was 2 of those match points were saved by Sabalenka. That was proactive play from Sabalenka. And the one that Peyton Stearns probably could have done a bit better on, the one that she hit an unforced error on, was purely because she was rattled by Sabalenka's very, very strong return on the first match point. But then she immediately breaks Sabalenka, tries to serve it again at 6-5. Sabalenka breaks back again, but Stearns makes her fight for it all the way to the tiebreak. Like, Sabalenka had to do it on her second match point. It wasn't a collapse from Stearns by any means. It was just in that moment, Sabalenka really stepped up, as you would expect from a 2-time Grand Slam champion.
No, definitely, for sure.
Sabalenka, by the way, looking set to be about to get through this game. Puts the backhand into the net, though. You're going to make a point, Jerome?
Yeah, no, Emma. I was just saying Emma holding on in this game a bit, but it looks like the game is just finished. My stream might be a little bit behind at the moment.
Yeah, I think both of us. I think we're probably on a similar length for ours.
I've got the TV on in front of me and on Sky, and they're just showing the end of the Norrie match. I'm sure they'll switch over once that's done.
Yeah, I mean, I do you know what talk about? I haven't really caught that Norrie because I decided to check out Goff because I was seeing a lot of fuss on TT saying that she wasn't looking too good. Sabalenka puts that away with a big smash volley winner. The Norrie match looks like they took about an hour and 20 minutes to resolve the first set, which is mental. I didn't think Monfils had it in him.
Yeah. I mean, that probably was why Norrie stormed ahead to a 3-love lead in the second set. But Monfils has got it back on serve. But he'll be serving 4-5 to try and stay in that second set and stay in the match.
Yeah. Okay. So Monfils is serving to stay in it. So we'll probably keep an eye on the result there. I mean, if you want to keep an eye on how that's going, then absolutely go for it.
Here we go, big test for Emma serve. Let's see how she gets off starting this game.
Yeah, big start for Emma Raducanu. So she's going to be serving now. Goes out wide with the first serve and misses it. So goes wide. We will be keeping an eye on the score of the Cameron Norwich for any Brits who want to see the upset, how this goes. Middle of the box for Emma. Good serve. Sabalenka actually puts the return in the net. Kind of a body serve there to the backhand. That was an awkward return attempt from Sabalenka. And yeah, first point on this service game for Raducanu. Good start for the Brit.
Both rocking the pink dresses in the Californian heat.
It's a good thing they've got different hair, otherwise we'd be complaining we couldn't tell them apart. First serve's gone wide from Emma. So she's wearing a blue headband, which helps because Sabalenka doesn't wear anything in her head usually. Goes again, second serve, more middle of the box. Sabalenka gets that backhand to play. Forehand cross court from Sabalenka. The forehand of Raducanu. Really, really acute angle there. Then inside out forehand, which Sabalenka just gets to with the slice. Emma just goes back behind it with the forehand. That was great court craft from Emma Raducanu.
Exhilarating stuff already.
That's exact, and she's doing exactly what you said, Jerome, which is move Sabalenka around.
Yeah, she's got to. Forcing the errors. Oh, brilliant winner down the line there. Nice. She seems not afraid to come in as well. We've seen that first point. Good to see her come into the net. I want to see more of that today. You know, bring it to Sabalenka. See what her response is going to be.
I think this is a let at the minute because they stopped playing midpoint, but the ball was safely in the box. So I'm assuming it was a let. By the way, it's great to have Ghosty in the chat because I haven't seen you for ages. I always miss having you on streams. Let cord for Sabalenka, dead net cord. Emma comes in. Sabalenka hits the backhand passing shot. 30-15. Bit unfortunate for Emma there.
Just as I say, good to see her coming in, but yeah, unfortunate one there.
Well, I think that wasn't her choice really. She was kind of drawn in. Yeah, it was just sitting duck for Sabalenka really because she was doing the best that she could.
Really nice pass though. Kept that backhand pass very low over the net. Really nice.
We've got another point for 30-15. So Emma's going to serve. Goes up the tee. Forehand from Sabalenka. Forehand Emma. Bullet forehand. Sabalenka on the defense. Goes up the middle again, Emma. Forehand up line Sabalenka. That's too good. Emma, it's too much pace. Emma puts the backhand into the net. Couldn't control it. She was kind of being pushed back. Oh, wait. No. Sabalenka's forehand was out. Never mind. Sabalenka's forehand was out, which it did look very close to the line, but I saw Emma kind of really going for it and the score change.
Well, we've seen some aggressive tennis from the offset. I mean, as we probably expected from Raducanu, it's just a matter of if she can keep this up and how long for. Is always the question.
Backhand from Sabalenka long over the baseline. Emma holds to 15. Well, there you go. She's, I mean, it's only the second game, but that was a really good opener from Emma. She's in this match.
Really positive start from Emma. She's obviously come out, all guns blazing, and that might have to be the approach against Sabalenka. Rattle her a bit from the offset and see what she can get. Jerome and Nick, the Englishest combo of the TT crew.
No, I mean, I don't know if we're the Englishest. That would probably be me and James. But in terms of maybe the stokiest. Stokiest.
I don't think I've met James yet.
James Steele, also known as Tennis Ranter on Twitter.
Tennis Ranter. Do follow him actually. Where's he from? Is he from?
He's a Londoner. He's a Londoner.
He's a Londoner, yeah.
So yeah, it's very much the posh Southern accent duo when we're on. Whereas at least you have the mercy of people taking you seriously when you speak.
Not sure about that. Raducanu a bit wild there with the forehand, sends it long. But as I say that, Monfils also very wild with that forehand. It's juice on the Monfils serve. Norrie just 2 points away from that match over there.
Nice to see you, Davey. You're from London. You're from London. I know we've got quite a decent British crowd as well as a few Americans in the crowd. So yeah, if you want to say where you're from as well, I'm coming to you from rainy Stoke-on-Trent or thereabouts. Jerome, I know you're a Londoner.
I'm actually in Wimbledon at the minute. I'm living in Wimbledon this year, so not short of the tennis action around here.
Definitely not. At least not once a year. Although I doubt they'll let you into the complex. They don't even let Roger Federer in, apparently.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard that story.
I've not actually, no.
Sabalenka's gone along with a forehand, trying to go up the line. This could be an interesting point in this game. But basically, Federer was telling a story about after he'd retired, he tried to get into Wimbledon. So, like, he happened to be in London. He thought, oh, I'll just go to Wimbledon and get in. But security wouldn't let him in because he didn't have his membership card.
There you go.
And so it was like, well, I'm Roger Federer. It doesn't matter, mate. I don't care who you are.
Yeah, you often see it. You've seen that with Nadal as well, trying to get in somewhere and in a complex. And yeah, I mean, they're doing their jobs, but you never know. You could have
I think he eventually found another security guard who did recognise him. Backhand winner from Sabalenka to get us after 40-30. What's happening with Norrie Monfils? Is that still
yes,
still in progress?
Lung busting rallies, yeah. Monfils game point to take it to 5-all here. Just hit the forehand long, so back to deuce.
What is this match between these two? I'm glad I didn't watch it because otherwise I'd want to carry on going. But yeah, this is I didn't think Monfils had it in him, to be honest.
No, I mean, he's on the verge here. He's one good point followed by a wild forehand, but we'll see.
Ghosty, to be fair on the security guard, I don't think Roger was wearing any tennis gear. Let cord for Raducanu, but doesn't stop Sabalenka hitting another backhand cross-court winner. She wins this game.
Explosive start from both women here, actually. Sort of didn't expect it. I thought it was going to be a bit more nervy to begin with, but both women just fully going for it, which is good to see.
Showing that they are the champion, showing themselves to be the champions that they are.
Precisely.
Let's face it. I mean, I do think there was people do maybe the memories of Emma's US Open run have faded a bit, but I did think there was this kind of steely glint in her eye as she charged her way through that draw, and it's kind of been missing since. But some matches it's been there, but it's not been there every match necessarily.
Well, yeah, there's always been that kind of bit of doubt, hasn't there? I mean, and it goes to show if she can get a win here against Sabalenka, that might just bring it back in, instill it back in her. And we speak about what a big win it would be for Raducanu, but what do you think it would mean to Sabalenka? Do you think this win against Raducanu? Do you think she will see it as much of a
I think at this point in this, no offense to Emma Stanley, she's a Grand Slam champion, but there's other Grand Slam champions in the draw. Sabalenka will rate this in the same way as beating someone like Ostapenko or Kenin, kind of in that category. I think she's more interested in getting those wins against Swiatek and Raducanu and Goff. Davey's very excited about a rally with Norrie.
Yeah, it's lung busting stuff. And another drop shot there from Norrie, looking comfortable on serve.
But going back to your earlier question, I think that's kind of how I would see it with Sabalenka beating Raducanu. I don't know if you had a point following on from that.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. I mean, in terms of especially on Emma's comeback, she's had a really stop-start comeback so far this season, and I don't think she'll be she'll be seen as too much of a threat. But maybe with a win today, she will just get the other people in the draw looking over their shoulders. But won't speak too soon. We're only in the fourth game.
Yeah, we are literally going for it. We've got Raducanu serving, goes up the tee with the second serve, but it's long, so it's 15-all. Another double fault, and I think she's double faulted already in this match. I think that's the only point she's lost on serve has been double faults. So she needs to keep an eye on that. This is not something that she can afford to keep doing, really, Emma. Goes out wide with the first serve. Sabalenka gets a rocket cross-court return in, but then puts the forehand into the net and looks frustrated. 30-15 for Raducanu. Yeah, I'm trying. I think we should probably try and balance things out a little bit with this stream, but it is going to be very British-centric. Just to warn you lot. You know, at the end of the day, Raducanu is someone we've been paying close attention to, Jerome and I.
Yeah, we'll do a roundup of the other scores as they come in, but yeah, gotta focus on this one. It is the match of the evening for me.
Raducanu's put it in the net. 30-all, yeah, forehand into the net. Yeah, I agree with you. It is the match of the evening. It's the one that I saw. I was like, this is the one I'm watching 100%. You know, I'll schedule anything else around this. I think it's a good thing they're not at the same time as Niga Swiatek match. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. It's good to see on Stadium 1.
Yeah, great. That was a great drop shot from Raducanu as well. Wrong footing Sabalenka at the same time. That was really smart play. 40-30. Yeah, great disguise. And goes the other direction.
And Norrie holds to make it 6-5. Again, Monfils will serve to stay in that match. Looks like a tiebreak is inevitable in that second set.
2-all. Sabalenka's put I couldn't see if it was a forehand or a backhand, but a shot into the high part of the net on what would be the Emma's forehand side, and so it's 2-all after 15 minutes.
Just showing that was probably the highest looped return I'll see from Emma Raducanu there. You're about to see it on your stream, but he's gone for a very pushy, loopy return, and it's just sailed long.
Oh gosh, yeah, a little bit ahead. I thought we'd be about the same time, given we're both watching on.
Well, no, they've just gone from they've switched from the Norrie just to show a bit of Raducanu. That's why it's
right. I see. Okay.
But when Norrie finishes, I think I will be a bit ahead of you.
Okay.
Because it's not on television, but
I think it's because I'm watching like the court choice. So I think Sky Tennis has stayed with Norrie.
Yeah.
So I think that's what it is. So yeah, I think when the Norrie match finishes, I will probably switch over to the Sky coverage.
Yeah, definitely.
And then we should
live for sure.
Huge inside out forehand from Sabalenka to make it 30-love. So we've got lots of great chat between Ghosty Davey in the chat. I mean, I have to say, when Sabalenka is in free flowing, it's awesome stuff to watch.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? I mean, that's why I was quite a bit surprised at her match in Dubai against Vekic. You know, after leading a set and then just losing. I think it was something like 11 games on 9 games on the trot to lose the match 6-3, 6-love in the final 2 sets. But you know, she's obviously not, you know, feeling maybe as dominant as she was in Australia, but it might be the conditions, might be, you know, anything can happen.
Yeah, I think in Australia things kind of favoured her. I would kind of attempt at the backhand return goes way out of court and would change of hands 3-2. Sabalenka up. It was I think that match. That's Australian Open. Sabalenka was favoured by the conditions. Dubai, I think she had a little bit of rust. Vekic is an opponent who had a lot of problems before. So I'm not massively. I wasn't massively surprised by the result because I think Vekic is a player with some quality to her. As I said, she's beaten Sabalenka a few times. I was hoping she'd get a run out of it, but it never really materialised. Here Sabalenka's definitely looking like the number 2 player in the world at the minute.
Yeah. The only reason why I would be sort of surprised is that I was kind of comparing it to Sabalenka's run of form after the Australian Open last year when she won, and she actually went on a pretty solid run of form in the next kind of 4 or 5 tournaments. She made the quarters of Dubai, then went on to make the final, obviously, of Indian Wells, losing out to Raducanu. So yeah, it was different, her run of form last year, and she's obviously maybe not adapted as well this year, which is sort of interesting to see, but not too surprising as well.
Yeah, the last year was interesting because she got to the quarterfinals in Dubai and lost to Barbora Krejcika for having an amazing day. And then Indian Wells final against Raducanu, which that first set was incredible between the two of them in that final.
Yeah.
Miami was a bit of a letdown against Castella, but then picked herself back up for Stuttgart, Madrid. Yeah, she was kind of on a run of kind of 2 on, 2 off in terms of level, but
yeah,
I do agree with you. She was putting the consistent runs in. I mean, what I will say is Sabalenka's found a way of kind of swapping around where her career was at, where she was really producing in kind of the smaller events, but not the slams. And now she's managing to peak for the slams.
Yeah,
which is
definitely.
makes her more memorable.
Yeah, definitely. She was obviously the most consistent player at Grand Slam level last year. She's finally asserting herself, which is
huge return from Sabalenka. Love 15. Huge forehand return. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, no. So yeah, we're in a tie break. Norrie, Monfils. Norrie just pushing a volley wide, and Monfils gets the early mini break. Could be going 3. Norrie shows his frustration.
Going 3. I really hope it does go 3, because it would be probably one of the most extraordinary matches of the year if they did. Smash from Sabalenka from a very sort of high ball from her, again, putting her on the defense very early on. Sabalenka's on the front foot, love 30 in this game.
Bit of trouble now for Emma.
Very, very much so.
So now we're going to see how she can adapt, see how she reacts.
I'm not entirely sure how many people are able to react when Sabalenka plays like this. I mean, not even Fiontek, to be honest. Although that return from Sabalenka going long helps her, and little fist pump from Emma.
Yeah, as you say, it's just when she's playing lights out, it's hard. But if someone's going to be able to stop her, could it be the 2021 US Open champion? Who knows?
Who knows indeed. Great serve out wide from Raducanu, and draws another error from Sabalenka on the return, who, it does have to be said, Sabalenka's not getting a lot of returns in court. 30 all. Raducanu is putting themselves even keel and giving herself a little bit of a light at the end of the tunnel in terms of the service game, but maybe under a little bit more pressure on her serve compared to the pressure she's managed to put on Aryna on her serve. First serve into the net from Raducanu. I've said the word serve too many times in one continuous breath, but here we go. So Raducanu, second serve. We've got lots of questions from Ghosty we need to answer in a minute. Forehand Raducanu back behind to the forehand of Sabalenka. Cross court as a winner. Great shot from Sabalenka. It's 30-40. And there we go.
And I suppose with this tennis that Sabalenka, when she's playing lights out like this, she can kind of afford to, miss a few balls, because she knows that, that some are going to come back and get in with interest. So she can afford to slip up. It may not be the most practical way of doing things, but she can afford it. Break point, Sabalenka.
Emma still can't find a first serve. I'd love to see the first serve stats from the set, but I do feel like maybe Emma's not getting enough of them in. Second serve, forehand from Sabalenka is in the court. Forehand cross court from Emma. Looped back forehand from Sabalenka. Backhand into the net from Emma Raducanu. And Sabalenka gets the break at 4-2.
Yeah.
What's
clever from Sabalenka. They're forcing her to play that high ball, and she can't get it just over the net.
What's happening in the Norrie Monfils tiebreak?
Monfils still with the mini break, serving at 3-2.
Gosh, okay. Even the tiebreak's taking a while.
Monfils with the underarm serve. And then it's a winner pass. Oh my gosh, it's classic Monf.
Absolutely.
Koenig on commentary as well. He's obviously going nuts.
You've got the advantage of having your AirPods in, so you can probably hear what the commentary, whereas I can't.
Well, I've got on slight bit of volume there, but I mean, Monfils clearly feeling it, having to go for that underarm serve. So you never know. Is he going to have the stamina for a third set? Does Norrie want to go into a third set? Probably not. I mean, definitely not. But he might just be dragged into one here.
I mean, he'd probably be able to survive it. Don't forget, this man has massive lungs.
Yeah, growing up in that, that New Zealand heat, he's used to it.
Ghost saying Emma's first ever 67% set so far. I did not think it was that, but thank you, Ghosty. Great +1 forehand from Sabalenka. A decent return from Emma, but it was still too good on the +1 from Sabalenka. 40 love already.
Good. Yeah, I would not have thought it was 67%. That seems probably a little bit too good, actually, from what I would have thought about.
Here we go. Sabalenka is about to try and serve, but she's got the sun in her eyes, so she kind of aborts it completely. 40 love. Sabalenka's going to be trying again here. Goes for the serve, goes into the net. I think she's being bothered by the sun, which is interesting because I would have thought it was more on the other end of the court, but it does look like she's struggling a little bit.
So we'll just do a roundup of the scores. So we've got Monfils leading 5-2 in the second set against Norrie. Over on court 2, we've got Paul and Humbert level on 2 games apiece. In the women's, we've got Yuan and Dollarhide in a third set breaker. 4-2, Yuan is leading.
Yeah, and the rest are doubles, I assume.
Yeah, Sinner Sonego 4-love down in the tiebreak against Graniers and Zabalos. Norrie's got a point back. It's 5-3.
I don't think Sinner's going to be making that much of an effort. By the way, impressive service game from Sabalenka to kind of bludgeon her way to the lead here. Like just, winner after winner, kind of forcing the issue. Would not be surprised if, this set's over very, very quickly. Yeah,
as you said. Now it's just down to Emma to just, brush it off, get back up and see, we saw in the first couple of games the tennis she was producing. If she can produce that, she's going to cause problems for Sabalenka in the second set and going forward. So
yeah, as we said, I don't think Emma's doing an awful lot wrong. I mean, look, it looks like the 67% first serve that maybe she's doing better than I thought, but I'll be interested to see what stats when they kind of come up. But what is interesting me here is I think mainly she's playing Sabalenka, who is in winner's mode, and not many people can deal with that. Maybe someone like Coco Gauff with her incredible speed could run some of them down, but it's only very, very few players that could.
Yeah, rightly so. I mean, and speaking of the Stearns match again, I mean, it might just have been exactly what Sabalenka needed after that first round exit in Dubai to maybe kind of, wake her up a bit almost, having to come back from that, save 4 match points. It might have given her the kick that she needed to now suddenly, she doesn't want to get into another tussle like that again. She's going to enter Saba mode, beast mode. So, yeah.
It does happen a lot where someone has an epic match and that raises their level for at least the next couple of matches. Not always the rest of the tournament, but certainly for the next couple of matches or so, as Emma goes along with a cross-court forehand and she looks very confused as to how she managed to achieve that. Love 15.
Hello, Ashley, and everyone else joining. Make sure to drop some comments down below, your thoughts on any of these matches.
Yeah, we've got me watching. Well, we're both watching Raducanu and Sabalenka, but Jerome is dual screening it, so he's got half an eye on Norrie and Monfils as well in that tiebreak.
Which is set point Monfils as we speak.
See if the Monf can get this one. Backhand from Sabalenka, looped forehand from Emma, high in the air. Sabalenka puts the smash away, and it's love 30, and suddenly the set's running away from Emma Raducanu.
Yeah, second serve for Norrie. Bouncing the ball quite a lot. First serve just clips the end of the back of the service line. Norrie going cross court and down the line. Monf just staying, pushing the high ball. Norrie shot clipping the net as it goes over. Inside in forehand from Norrie. Back across court. Monf just keeping the ball in play. Norrie's dictating. Monf moves forward. Norrie goes for the corner. And then the drop shot, but Monf is easily there. Puts it down the line. Lob from Nori. Drop shot from Monf. And they're still going cross court. Nori's gone for another drop shot. And then followed by a drop shot. Oh, Nori puts it wide. And Lamont signals to the crowd, "Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I cannot hear you."
This is a
Oh,
long
gosh.
as you've said many times, and this is probably if the third set lives up to it, this could go down as one of the matches of the tournament. I know we've had a couple of decent ones on the men's side. Shelton Cerundolo had an epic yesterday, but this could I think this could go down as a really memorable one as well.
Yeah, I mean, classic, isn't it? But I'm sort of annoyed. I want to get Raducanu on the big screen.
Set points here for for Aryna Sabalenka on the Raducanu serve. First serve into the net from Emma Raducanu, trying to avoid going losing the set to a double break. This would be the most comprehensive break she's suffered if that's the case, and then goes out wide with the second serve, but she's double faulted. Well, she's aced it. It was an ace on the second serve. That was a high-risk second serve. 30-40.
Wow.
Emma manages to win at least 2 points in every service game that she's played. Good on her. That's gutsy from the Brit, as then she goes
really gutsy.
Body serve with the first serve, really short on the forehand. Sabalenka pushes with the forehand, then backhand. Sabalenka slices it, but it's long, and Emma's saved 2 set points, and we're back to deuce.
Wow. Well. Putting the pressure back on Sabalenka, you know, she wants to force her to serve it out.
Yeah, absolutely. Which is what she wants, and you never know. We've seen this before, where the momentums can shift really, really hard. As we go forehand to forehand again. Forehand from Sabalenka on the attack, but it goes long, and Emma's got a game point. And Raducanu is doing like that short ball is really tempting Sabalenka to go for her shots, and they're going over the baseline. Maybe a little bit of smart play there from Emma.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't think she was being forced to play the short ball, and I don't think she's tight. Let's see what she's going for on the serve. Goes body serve, inside out, backhand from Sabalenka, but forehand winner from Sabalenka. I think the backhand was right on the baseline, which pushed Emma back, and Emma wasn't sure whether it was going to be in or out, and then it just set up Sabalenka to then follow up with a big forehand.
Well, yeah, she's just pushed another one very far along, and another game point for Raducanu.
Ooh. First serve long from Raducanu. Second serve, what's the Brit going to bring? Goes middle of the box. Huge forehand return from Sabalenka. Emma scrambles her forehand. Sabalenka tries to go back behind her with a big forehand, but it goes over the baseline, and Raducanu's got another game point, and Sabalenka is frustrated.
Ghosty, I've not read all these books. Don't worry, I'm not working too hard. And hello to Shrihari.
Hello, Shrihari. Good to see you in chat. All the way from Dubai. Does the man ever sleep when it's Indian Wells? Emma goes up the tee with a serve, really short. Sabalenka smacks her forehand into the net, and now she's going to have to serve for this set, 5-3.
Ooh. Yeah, pressure's back on Sabalenka now.
Are the players taking a break on the Nori Monfils match? Please say they are, or are they back at it?
No, they're taking a break. That's why I've got Raducanu on the big screen now. They're just continuing with the coverage. Yeah.
Okay. I did wonder if those guys would be taking some time off just to get some breathers. Backhand into the net from Sabalenka, love 15.
Yeah, I also think they might just be showing the Raducanu match from now as the main one. We'll have to wait and see. Oh, and another one long from Sabalenka. Raducanu pushes the backhand right at Sabalenka's feet, and she's forced long, love 30. Big chance for Raducanu here.
Yeah, I mean, look, after having Sabalenka having set points, this would be a massive twist if Raducanu can get back on serve. I'm going to see if I can switch over to Sky and see if I can kind of be on par with you. Backhand,
Yeah.
I'm just seeing that backhand from Raducanu that forces that forehand error from Sabalenka.
Yeah, so that's 8 of the last 10 points for for Raducanu, and she's just hit a return winner off the forehand wing to bring up 3 break points. Wow.
I don't think I've seen
Yeah,
Ebba come
Sabalenka
up with a forehand like that before. No, I've just switched over to Sky. I'm still behind you. It must just be where I am in the world.
Yeah, and Sabalenka, well, she gets one back. She just brushes a backhand down the wing. That's not good to hear, Shrihari. Make sure you get some Lemsip or something to help you out. It's not what we want to hear. At least you've got me and Nick to talk you through your sickness.
I've got to work out what it is you do, what it is that everyone else. Why my streams are always so far behind everyone else's.
Are you on your TV or are you on?
I'm on a tablet.
Yeah, see, that's the issue. Whenever I go on my phone on the Sky app, they're always about 30 seconds behind. But I chose to come in and use the TV because it's live in here, much bit more live.
There we go. I don't have a TV, as it were. I have a TV license, but I don't have a TV box. I just stream on casting.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure what to do then. I don't want to be ahead of you the whole
the only alternative is if you can pause, then we're on track with each other.
That's a good point, actually. That's a very good point. Just as we speak, Sabalenka gets away with it, saves all 3 break points, and back to deuce.
I would have been shocked if she didn't. I mean, like, well, maybe not shocked, but I would have. It would be a crazy momentum shift. I think Ebba can still do this, but I would have been. I suppose I'm more shocked if Sabalenka didn't step up for at least some of those break points.
Yeah, I mean, she's come to the net now, but she puts another one wide. Raducanu will get a 4th shot at a break point in this game. I'll see. What are you on it now? I'll see.
I've just seen Sabalenka save the 3rd break point, so they're just showing the replay of that 3rd, that 40-30 point or 30-40 point.
Let me know when Sabalenka puts the forehand wide, and I'll play it again. I'll press play.
Okay, so I'll do that. So we've got Sabalenka serving at deuce, goes out wide on the serve, forehand. Yeah, missed. Okay. That's the missed forehand.
Cool.
So Sabalenka's walking back to her box, receiving a couple of balls. It's advantage Raducanu. Sabalenka's bouncing the ball. We see her coaching team there, and Sabalenka they're encouraging her on. Raducanu's getting ready to receive, having another crack at this break point to get herself back in this set after seeming so far down. Out wide serve from Sabalenka, block back return from Raducanu, huge forehand from Sabalenka. Oh, it's too good. Raducanu tried to go cross court on it, but that was too much on that forehand, and it's deuce.
Yeah, I just couldn't get that ball up enough. It's gutsy from Sabalenka. You know, you don't expect anything less from the Belarusian when she's put in that position.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So we've got Sabalenka again. Now she's going to try and set up another set point. So
straight down the tee.
Huge serve.
Wow.
There we go. So 3rd set point, Sabalenka. Tell you what, this set ends up being more competitive than maybe the score suggests.
Well, yeah, we thought she was going to run away with it there, 5-2 up, but Raducanu made a bit of a meal out of it, but it's good signs from.
I think Emma saved those 2 break points with some smart play, and then has really put the pressure on Sabalenka to say, "Oh, you know, I'm still going to be in this match." I think the second set could be very, very interesting. Assuming, of course, that another set point's not saved. Backhand Raducanu is wide. Never mind. We're into a second set. 6-3 in the first for Sabalenka.
Yeah, I think maybe that will give Emma some confidence going into the second set, knowing that she can, get those 3 break points on Sabalenka's serve, find some good tennis, and hopefully it's all about maintaining that level. See if she can do that for a set. That's the issue when you're playing someone like Sabalenka, who is going to bring it to you every single point, whereas Emma can drift in and out. Yeah.
She knows she's got chances. Right. It looks like it's switched back to the Norrie Monfils match.
Yeah. I'm not sure how they're going to do this, but yeah, I'm gonna stick with the courage.
I'm going to go back. I'm getting my bonus stream up for Stadium 1.
Yeah. Ghosty, I did suggest it, but hear me out. I'm suggesting it because when Emma pulled back to love 40 on Sabalenka's service game there, I'm saying that period will give Emma confidence going in, knowing that she can get break points on Sabalenka's serve and push her all the way. So she'll hopefully use that to her advantage and, push on and try and find the consistency that is required against someone like Sabalenka.
Yeah, it's very much about momentum. I've seen people, like get momentum towards the end of a set, even though they've lost it. I can think of example. Most well-known example is that Djokovic Federer Wimbledon final of 2019, where I actually thought Djokovic would win it when he broke Federer back in the 4th set. Federer was up a double break, and Djokovic broke him back, and I thought that's the first time Djokovic has broken Federer's serve. He's got a little bit of momentum. He's probably going to win this 5th. Didn't think it was going to end up as dramatic as it did, because I think Federer kind of stalled the momentum as much as he could. Even wrestled it back in his favour in many ways. But yeah, there you go. That's sort of where we're coming from on that. By the way, Ghosty, I know you asked us about 3 different questions a while back. So if there's anything that you really want us to answer, by all means, ask us again. I think the one I remember is about Vondrousova. Vondrousova withdrew for personal reasons. We don't know more than that. It's a very simple answer there. So that puts Kostyuk through for a rematch with Pavlyuchenkova tomorrow. We're back out on court in Raducanu Sabalenka, by the way. 15 love for Raducanu, who's going to try and hold serve here again. Backhand to the Sabalenka, backhand sliced. Backhand from Raducanu up the line, moving Sabalenka around. Short ball, drop shot from Raducanu. Sabalenka has no hope of getting there. It's 30 love. Good start at this set from Emma Raducanu.
Yeah, that is a good start from Raducanu. See the fist bump as well. She knows that she's still in this match. She's well in it.
And you know what? This is almost a what if scenario, because Emma could have played Sabalenka in that US Open final were it not for an amazing performance by Fernandez in that semi. To get 3.
Definitely.
Who knows how that one would have gone if it had been Emma Sabalenka. Would have been the only top 10 player that she played. Double fault from Raducanu. Can't afford those at the minute. Can't afford to let Sabalenka have even a sniff. 30-15.
Yeah, and we say it again. It's all a lot of it's coming down to Raducanu's serve. She's not finding as many first serves. When she does, she's the favourite, but missing too many first and second serves at the minute, so it's going to be costly.
I mean, let's face it, one double fault is too many second serves missed. Backhand from Sabalenka to the backhand of Raducanu going cross court. Backhand Sabalenka into the net, trying to go cross court, and Sabalenka's frustrated, so chuntering to herself. 40-15. So Emma's gonna be trying to get on the board. I think we've got Jerome trying to focus on 2 matches at the same time. This is he's bringing us all the best insights from both. This is why we have him on the team. He's a multitasker. Great serve from Raducanu, overhit return from Sabalenka, and it's first game, second set Raducanu.
Yeah, pretty comfortable service hold for Norrie as well. Over it in that 3rd set against Monfils.
Here's a question. 'Cause I think we talked last time we were on stream. I mean, you did ask us who you thought if we were to pick who was going to win Indian Wells in one word, who would it be? And we also talked a lot about ATP. But who are your players of choice to watch on the WTA tour?
Players of choice to watch, or as in my picks for this?
Do you prefer players to watch, like personal favourites?
Personal favourites, I've got to say, Osaka is probably up there for me. I did a little video about her, and also an article recently about these comeback players and what's going on. It's not really the fairy tale comeback they were hoping for, but actually seeing Osaka this week, she had a bit of a favourable draw. She's taken advantage of that, and she's now finding a bit of momentum. She's really getting into these matches, and we're starting to see some of the ball striking that we're so used to seeing from Osaka, and it's great to see, to be honest. She's definitely one of my favourite players to watch on the WTA tour, for sure. And I'm hoping she does well this week.
She's looking very, very good. The matches I've seen of her, this is like prime Osaka again. She's in this mode. She's very dangerous, and she could be looking to upset the Swiatek Sabalenka grip over the event, because everyone's been talking about it coming from these two. Double fault now from No, it's not a double fault. Sorry, that was a double fault. But I think there was a let followed by a fault from Sabalenka. I got excited too quickly there. Serve from Sabalenka. Backhand from Raducanu cross court. Backhand up the line from Sabalenka. Raducanu has to chase it down, but there's too much pace on it, and it's 15 all. Yeah, Osaka, I think, is looking very, very good. And I think she's playing later today, if I remember right.
She is indeed. She's playing, I believe she's playing Mertens, actually.
Yeah.
Elise Mertens,
should be the favourite for that, maybe, if Osaka's kind of back to where we expect her to be. Obviously, Mertens is a tricky player.
Yeah, she's a tricky player, but she's also one of those players that's kind of surprised me. She's always, she's always floating around that top 20, even top 15, I think, at some points. But she's always been around there, and there's nothing really stand out about her game. But she's just one of those really solid WTA players that is all you can never really count her out. She's always amongst it. There you go, Osaka Mertens, and it will be a watch along later for that match on court 1, starting after this match. Actually, Raducanu Sabalenka. Once this finishes, then Osaka and Mertens will take to court.
Tell you what, if you're a fan of Big Babe tennis, Sabalenka followed by Osaka is actually a really good schedule. Good Shri question. Is Raducanu hitting through the ball better now, or her shot still too central? I think that's two different things. How I interpret that question is hitting through the ball is different to where she's placing it. So unless you're talking about where it's coming off the racket, I've got no idea. If we're talking about sort of going for the margins more than the central, I don't think she's really being given many options by Sabalenka, to be honest. I think she is still putting plenty of margin on. She's not really going for lines. So I'm not really sure what the question is there.
Well, I mean, we've seen, though, if she is given a chance, she will. But I think, you're right. In this match, she hasn't really, you just see it there, a forehand winner from Sabalenka, just punishing. But when she is given a chance, as rare as it is, then Emma is likely to go and try and dictate. But as you say, she's just not been given the opportunity so far in this match.
Bit of selfless. I'm distracted by your books. Bit of selfless promotion time for you, Jerome. We were talking about writing an article and making a video, but where can we find your work usually?
Yeah, so you can find it on Tennis Head. I know it's one of the many tennis hubs there are online. There's also a quarterly magazine, which is great. But Tennis Head's been going for a while. I started writing for them last year. It's just a really small editorial group. That's where you can find most of my tennis work. definitely. Check it out.
Cool. I used to subscribe to Tennis Head back in the day.
Yeah, nice.
Still a good magazine, but I can never. Obviously, for reasons I don't need to go into, nothing to do with the quality of the work, but had to stop, and I can't seem to find it in shops very often. So
Yeah, I don't think it's not in shops. You'd have to
order it.
order it online, and yeah, subscribe to the mailing list. But yeah.
Yeah, the website. I think when I was subscribed is probably not as good as it is now, by the sound of it.
Yeah, I think yeah. I mean, you've got to move with the times. I think it's definitely, it's modernized quite a lot now. And since I've been here, it's worked well. We, update the site very regularly, 4 or 5 times a day, new stories. Yeah, it's good. Go see it's Tennis Head without the Z. That's without the Z.
And are we able to get Tennis Head outside of the UK?
You are indeed. Yeah, Tennis Head is worldwide. You can find it online.
Nice. I might have to start looking at it again,
Yeah.
because I remember absolutely loving it back in the day.
And obviously, is it you and Anastasia have started the Ground Pass pod back up again? Is that correct?
Yeah, that was a fun little thing because bit of backstory. Ground Pass was the name of the tennis blog that I started when I first emerged onto tennis Twitter. And it was originally intended as a blog to get my friends into watching tennis. Wasn't very successful because my writing style is very long-winded and highly analytical, and ended up being much more for established fans. And so what happened was I sort of just gained a bit more of a presence, and then joined the Popcorn team. Haven't written for them for ages, meaning to. I've got so many ideas. It's just sitting down and writing is the main problem I've got. But then Anastasia, we did a couple of streams together, and she came to me and she said, "Hey, do you want to start a podcast?" So she wanted to start a podcast for Ground Pass, which is aimed for people who are just getting into tennis, or people who aren't necessarily deep into the stats and the tennis Twitter and like deep in the rabbit hole, or don't know necessarily all the layers of the iceberg, if we want to use that meme. So we started that up, and we're going every 2 weeks, and it's going pretty well. In addition to the work we're doing here.
Definitely, I think it's a great idea as well. And I think that's often what can be quite hard for a new fan coming into a sport, or a casual fan, immersed by other people who want to offload their knowledge, and maybe it's a bit much for the casual fan. So it's good to see something like that for that casual fan.
We've definitely picked up an audience. It's going earlier, but even if we were doing it for 5 people, if they're all 5 people who are starting their tennis journey, want to follow it with us, then it's worth it. So yeah, but yeah, that's
nice.
Yeah. But yeah, maybe one day I'll pick up my keyboard again for Popcorn. We're getting some good content out there.
Should.
We got some good content out there recently. Like, we've had a couple of new writers join us.
Yeah,
Go on.
Sorry, I was buffering there. Am I back?
Yeah, you're back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool, carry on. Sorry.
Yeah, I was just saying that we've got a couple of talented new writers who've just joined the team. One most recent article is about how Iga Swiatek's power comes from the fact that she is an introvert, in terms of her on-court game and her mentality, which I thought was actually really, really well written.
Nice.
Anyway.
And where can we find that? Is that the Popcorn?
Popcorn Tennis, yeah.
Yeah. Lovely stuff.
Sabalenka's at 40 love after winning a backhand-to-backhand cross-court rally with an incredible winner plumb on the line.
I mean, she's just kept it so low over the net as well. I mean, how is that even possible? Over in Norrie, Monfils just looking like he's got the upper hand in this third set. Oh my gosh. a jumping forehand cross court from Monfils, smashes it out of reach from Norrie. Love 30 on the Norrie serve.
Is British interest about to
unravel?
About to end in Indian Wells, because we've got Raducanu are set down, Norrie nearing the ropes, Sabalenka's aced to take us to 2-all. Do you know what, Ghosty? You're not far off. Not far off. So Raducanu is serving here, goes out wide, forehand from Sabalenka in court, forehand Raducanu to the final. Sabalenka goes up the line, Raducanu's having to scramble that one up. Sabalenka's going to get behind it mid-court, goes for kind of the half smash, because it wasn't really above her head, but it was kind of an overhead at head level, hits it, winner, love 15.
Yeah, that's a very weird position to be putting that away from, but she makes do anyway.
Are you much of a player, Jerome? As in on the tennis court?
Yeah. What kind of meaning of the word? No, yes, I am actually. I'm a big player. Well, as in play a lot. That's what I mean. Yeah. It's basically my life, to be honest. I mean, just writing tennis, playing tennis, but that's why we love the sport, eh?
Eat, sleep, and breathe tennis. Oh, I bet the tennis scene around Wimbledon and the London area is probably a lot better than it is around Stoke-on-Trent. I'm struggling to get a game up here.
Really, yeah. I mean, I'm spoiled for choice, really. I mean, I've got a lot of clubs around me. I've actually just joined West Side Club in Wimbledon, which is good. And there's tournaments, most weekends, which I've entered myself into, regional tournaments, which is good to keep it
not
going.
Good. What is not good is Raducanu's just sliced that backhand wide, and she's at love 40.
Yeah, that's not good at all.
This is not a great game for her. She's kind of dropped the level a little bit, maybe under a little bit of pressure. And Sabalenka goes for the first serve up the tee, forehand and play from Sabalenka, backhand cross court winner from Raducanu. That was a hit. She was aiming through that shot.
Yeah, that might just help her. Blimey. Whoa. Clap as well from Sabalenka, applauding the backhand there.
And you kind of have to, really. Serve from Raducanu out wide, forehand Sabalenka cross court, too good. That was a winner. Forehand return winner, cross court, Sabalenka breaks 3-2.
So far out as well. Wasn't even on the baseline. I mean, Medvedev levels of return level, but wow, yeah. Angle too good.
I would say Medvedev returning is iconic, but I would say that's more of a Novak return.
Yeah, no, it's not as far back as Medvedev, but
yeah, I see like where she's standing. Yeah, I mean, even then, like Novak in his prime could put some distance between himself and the baseline.
Yeah, but even that, it seemed good angle, but Raducanu just didn't even bother chasing that one. I mean,
what's happening with Norrie? Did he get broken?
No, he's on at deuce now, so he pulled it back, and he's got game point now in this game. So he's just holding on there, and I think we'll be in for a long third set, possibly another tie break. Quite satisfying though when the scores are like that: 7-6, 5 in the tie break, 6-7, 5 in the tie break. What will it be in this third set?
I'm hoping in for another tie break. Chiara, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing your name right. Lovely to have you in the chat. Did not expect to see you. Great that you're following us. Hope you're enjoying the content. I thoroughly enjoyed yours. I'm looking forward to seeing whatever it is you write. Look, other than the fact I'm biased because of the subject matter, I thought it was a really, really well-written piece. So, well done on that, and glad to have you on board for the ride, and hopefully you'll enjoy the content that we're producing over here. I think Shrihari's making some kind of reference here, but Jerome, but you're going to have to tell me why. Never mind, went over your head.
I'm sorry, I'm not aware of this. I'm trying to look for this Swiatek article actually.
It's the most recent thing on the site.
Yeah, I've got it. Why being an introvert is Iga Swiatek's greatest strength. I'm going to give that a read after the Raducanu match.
Yeah, I believe Chiara's actually studying journalism at university. So
Oh,
she's in
nice.
her first year. So young
In
upcoming talent.
England or
England, yeah.
nice, cool.
I forget which one off the top of my head. Sorry. Tommy Paul's upset against Ugo Humbert, not really an upset. That's a very evenly balanced match. Yeah, Nick Carter is a member of the Backstreet Boys, hence why I was trying to work out a way of throwing in Tell Me Why somewhere.
Yeah, I'm too uncultured and too young, I think, for that.
To be honest, I didn't know about this until someone started, like people on my Twitter think it's funny to occasionally suggest that I am actually that somehow someone from the Backstreet Boys is following tennis. So like, oh, that's why.
Raducanu's just got a look in here.
Oh my word, that's a brilliant get from Raducanu. Great cross court. I thought it was going to be another bludgeon forehand that would be too good for Raducanu to do anything with. But she hooks it over Sabalenka into the opposite corner of the court, and she's got 15-40.
Wow.
Sorry, I got excited there.
No, she's got to convert now. I mean, it's the only way back in this match. She can't let another, missed opportunity go like in the back end of that first set. Those 3 break points, 4 even actually. She's got to get one of these at least with a chance.
First break point was saved by Sabalenka. Big inside out forehand, which Raducanu got to control with the backhand. So we've got her. So first break point saved. I think that's 0 from 3 break points now for Raducanu. Let's hopefully doesn't make it 0 from 4. She needs to make the most of these opportunities. She doesn't want to do a Cam Norrie. Serve from Sabalenka is long. I don't know what Norrie's. I don't know what Norrie's break point stat is, but apparently it's mental in this match. 30-40. We're an hour into this match, by the way. It's the 6th game of the second set, so we're on game 15 of the match. Pretty fast paced here, it has to be said. Serve from Sabalenka, backhand and play from Raducanu. Backhand up the line from Sabalenka is long, and Emma Raducanu is broken back, and this is a match right now. Let's go.
Yeah, it's wild from Sabalenka. We've seen that so far. Get muddled up with the footwork, and she's stretching for it, and she just sails it so long into Rosette. Back on serve. Wow. Here we go.
Shahir's giving us the Cam Norrie breakpoint stats in from the Monfils match.
Wow.
3 from 21.
Yeah, I think that's probably why you can see he's on the ropes in this match. His temperament is.
Another big return from Sabalenka, and Raducanu puts that into the net. Again, not a lot of pressure on it. She even getting down on her knees didn't really bring in a result, and it's love 15. So already Sabalenka is kind of resetting and trying to get herself back in the advantage in this match. Backhand cross court from Sabalenka to the backhand of Raducanu. Couldn't see because of where Raducanu's placed. Yeah, the backhand cross court was missed by Sabalenka. So Raducanu's backhand into the net did not matter. 15-all.
Yeah, Monfils making Norrie work here.
What's the score?
40-15 on serve, but yeah, quite comfortable service holds for Monfils. Couldn't say the same for Norrie. Just have a feeling that, Monfils could sneak this, serving first as well in this third set. You never know with, the service pressure. Who knows what may happen. Raducanu.
I'm not particularly patriotic, Brett. So this might sound like sacrilege, but I think out of the two, I think Monfils winning is the more interesting story from a general tennis perspective. Obviously, as a Brit, British media would want Norrie to do well, and I'm not saying I don't like him or him doing well wouldn't be an interesting story, but I think Monfils is the more interesting story.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, getting to the 4th round, was it 37 years old? I mean, it would be some achievement from Monfils, and I think he's the fan favorite. I think that's what a lot of the fans want to see. So yeah, you're right.
Sabalenka
I mean,
being, go on.
yeah. So no, me too. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm. I mean, especially with Norrie as well, because is he really a Brit? But that's that's another conversation. But
Sabalenka getting very
yeah,
demonstrative in this game
interesting.
after another error from her. She's missing a fair few shots now, and she's at Raducanu's at 40-15. Now she's got a hold here. She's having to do it with a second serve though. So let's see where she's going to get with this one. Raducanu
Of course she is.
serves. Second serve, backhand Sabalenka inside out, way out of court, and Raducanu holds, fist pumps. She's very much in this, and she's gone from 2-3 down with a break, 4-3 up on serve.
That's a big hold. Big couple of games there for Emma.
It does feel like the strategy is very much keep herself in long enough, and Sabalenka will eventually miss.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, it's just forcing. It's a tough one because you want her to play it back and force the error from Sabalenka, which could go one of two ways. You know, would either go for a big shot and sail it long, or she'll just punish you with a punishing winner. So it's a tough one. I mean, that's why it's so tricky to play someone like Sabalenka, because you can't really get a foothold in the game and feel like you're dictating. I think that's what Emma needs to succeed. She needs to be the one dictating. She's not good in a backwards position on the defense. So
definitely not. No, I agree. She does prefer to play front foot tennis. I think her defense has gotten better over the years, but her preferred option is to use her court craft to give herself as much of an advantage as she can get. Yeah, she's stepping out onto receive the Sabalenka serve now. So let's see how the rest of this set kind of progresses. Is Norrie having an easier time of it, or are they still changing ends his side?
Yeah, he's 30 love up on serve. I mean, bit better in this service game. He's making Monfils play here. I think the legs are going from Monfils. The only way he's gonna have to stay in this match is by moving around. But Norrie quite smart, playing the drop shot a lot. Monfils is either there in a second or he's giving up on it. So we'll see.
It's one or the other. Sabalenka's on a second serve here on Stadium 1. 15 love. See how she manages to deal with this. Goes body serve, backhand Raducanu, backhand Sabalenka, looped, backhand Raducanu, cross court, just manages to get in, slice from Sabalenka, forehand up the line from Raducanu, Sabalenka's get there with a cross court forehand, forehand up the line from Raducanu, Sabalenka scoops up the backhand Raducanu into the net. Both players getting themselves out of trouble there. 30 love.
That backhand from Sabalenka just looked like it was sailing long, but somehow it's caught the back of the line there.
Yeah, there were a couple of shots from both players that looked like they could miss, and they just about made it. But yeah, you're right. That one that just caught the line just bounced up a little bit too high for Emma to deal with. Well, first serve into the net again from Sabalenka. Definitely trying to do her best to overwhelm Raducanu as much as possible.
So I'm pleased with the way that
30-15. Were you happy with your own?
Yeah, I'm pleased with the way that Emma's held herself. She's not got too in her own head, and you can see she's, and we often see it from Emma, the positivity, but particularly in this second set to come back straight away, to get that break straight back and stay in the contest. That was, moments away from unraveling big time. But Shrihari, I think Raducanu can take a set. And I think, to be honest, if she does, you'd probably put her as the more likely to go on and win the match. That's a hot take, but
interesting. What's making you think that? Is it Sabalenka's inconsistency?
Yeah, I think especially, we've seen it, after the back end of the first set and for most of this second set. Yeah, the inconsistencies are creeping in, the errors are creeping in, and if Raducanu can get some momentum and hold on to it, I think it will cause some damage to Sabalenka and getting ahead, and that's what you need to do against someone like Sabalenka. Oh, and she's got it. Here we go.
Oh my word!
She gets the passing shot right at Sabalenka's feet, unable to get the volley back over. Break point, Emma Raducanu.
This is something I'm trying to look up, but I'm not entirely sure if I can find the stats. If someone has it, this would be brilliant to know. Has Emma Raducanu ever won a set against a top 10 player before? 30-40, Sabalenka serves, goes wide, trying to go to the tee. So second serve from Sabalenka. It's really not going well for her right now. What's Raducanu going to do? She's exhaling. She's getting ready for this. There's going to be nerves aplenty from both. Serving by Sabalenka for the second time. Goes back to the box. Scooped. And that's a mishit backhand from Emma. It was a bit of kick from Sabalenka. And we end up back at deuce. I do think, yeah, that backhand was definitely mishit.
So I've got the stats up here. She was Belinda Bencic. Belinda Bencic was top 10 ranked when she won in the US Open.
No, she was top 20.
Okay.
Raducanu never played a top 10 player during that run. Top 10 at the time.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Ranked 10 in her career.
Yeah.
And I think she was ranked top 10 after the US Open or shortly afterwards. But yeah, she wasn't, I think she was like 12 or 13. She just won the Olympics. It was, top 20. Same with Sakkari. Sakkari was live ranked top 10, but hadn't broken through yet. Advantage Sabalenka, by the way. Second serve to try and get this to 4-all. We'll see how this goes. From Sabalenka to the backhand of Raducanu. Forehand Sabalenka. Back forehand cross court from Raducanu. Just gets it in. Short from Sabalenka. What can Raducanu do with it? She puts it in the net. And that's a critical error critical error there. 4-all.
Oh, and she'd worked it so well as well.
Yeah, she was there. She could have finished it. And maybe she just saw the court and took her eye off the ball.
Yeah, too much time. It's often the case with those shots. Too much time.
Often players play better when it's all down to instinct. So we're at 4-all. This set's officially close. They've exchanged breaks. Emma's showing definitely that she's deserving this wild card in this situation right now. She's aborting the ball toss. Going for... Nope, she's aborted it again. She's aborted the ball toss again. There's definitely some problems here. I don't know if it's nerves or sun. Raducanu serves out way long, trying to go up the tee. She's got a second serve coming up. Serves again. Forehand from Sabalenka. Backhand Raducanu. Oh, that's too good. Sabalenka can't even get to it. Backhand winner.
On the stretch, yeah. Shrihari and anyone else, I'd love to know your thoughts on this Raducanu match and going on further in the tournament, any WTA picks to see who is going to do well.
I mean, for me, it's hard to look past these two, Goff and Osaka. I mean, Goff has been scrapping her way through the draw, but that's what she does anyway. I think if Sabalenka goes out, it gets opened up. Oh, lovely backhand up the line. That's a winner from Raducanu. That was so smooth.
Yeah, inspired tennis in this game, using the backhand wing so well.
I think this is the best I've ever seen her play against a top 10 player. I've seen her play Iga a couple of times, but I don't think she was in it.
She can't have played too many top 10 matches, no? I mean, she's only probably played 2 or 3, I would imagine, but...
Huge cross-court return from Sabalenka, but it goes wide. It's 40 love for Raducanu. Yeah, I would have to look it up. I'm going to have to, like, it's not on her Wikipedia page. So,
Yeah.
I'll go. Shrihari's saying she's never won against a top 10 player. She's played golf.
Okay, she's played
twice.
4. Okay.
Was Pegula top 10 when she played her back in 2022, or was she not top 10 yet? That's for anyone who could find that out. That was in Cincinnati. That was the year that Raducanu managed to beat Serena and Azarenka. Backhand return from Sabalenka was wide, trying to get up the line, and Raducanu's a game away from the second set.
And in other news, Monfils has just broken Cam Norrie and is serving for the match at 5-3.
Okay. Wow. Is the third set living up to the billing in that match?
Yeah, I've been watching it since the midway through the second set, and it's just been, tiresome rally after tiresome rally. But Monfils has been he's just hit another backhand pass. He's just been the more clever of the two, not wasting his energy too much, trying to move Norrie around. He's not got the stamina as he once did, albeit he still can get around the court. But yeah, he's been the clever of the two.
Yeah. No, I didn't think she won a set against Pegula Shrihari, but I was trying to think of other players that she played her with top 10. So yeah, she's probably. I mean, look, if she gets this set, then win or lose, this is a significant result for Emma.
I mean, that is just big time tennis from Monfils.
You would expect that big time tennis from a big showman. So I'm just going to check something in my house.
Oh, it's too good. Gets to the drop shot in plenty of time and slides the backhand slice up the line past the onlooking Norrie. 30 love Monfils. 2 points away from a massive win here in the third round.
We'll stick with your match then, Jerome. We'll stick with yours. I'll keep an eye and see if there's any drama in Raducanu's match, but Raducanu just put a forehand into the net. Sabalenka's having to stay in it.
Yeah, soaking in the applause from the crowd is La Monf. Just 2 points away. He's tired though, he can feel it. Dragging himself up to the baseline to serve.
15 love here, but we'll stick with you. Is Monfils going to find himself in
and it's a big 1-2 punch, 3 match points coming up for the Frenchman. Wow.
Backhand winner up the line from Raducanu. That's another sweetly struck backhand, and it's 15-all.
Well, things are happening here. Things are happening in both matches.
Sure, he's disappointed that Norrie didn't get to 30 break points.
He wasn't far off, sure. It's a big serve, big return from Norrie. Norrie's trying to dictate, but it's actually Monfils, the one that's moving the Brit side to side. Tries to go up the line, looping it. Forehand, cross court. And the forehand down the line is long from Cam Norrie. Gael Monfils gets it done. 3 exhausting sets.
Inside out forehand from Sabalenka is wide, and it's 15-30. 2 point. Raducanu is 2 points away from the second set.
Wow.
Right, it's kind of emotional whiplash for British fans right now. Shame about Norrie, really. I mean, like, he was looking good, but you can't not be happy for Monfils in that match.
Definitely not. I mean, I think depending on the what happens in the Humbert pool match, I think could have an all French affair between the two. Oh no, sorry, no. Humbert's in the Djokovic quarter, I believe, actually.
Oh, yeah, because they're due to play each other in the round of 16. Sabalenka roars. That's a scary sight for pretty much anyone in tennis when she's motivated and she's celebrating like that forehand cross-court winner to get to 30-all. And now she's serving again, serves out wide. And that's a big serve. That's an ace. That is massive from Sabalenka, 40-30.
Yeah, that's big.
I would not want to be Sabalenka's opponent right now.
Ace count up to 6 for Sabalenka, just the 1 for Raducanu in this match. I mean, yeah, carry on.
I was going to say very few people wouldn't be intimidated by that. Maybe Iga or Coco. Coco can give some attitude as well. And Aryna just isn't phased by anything, let's be honest.
Yeah, I'm often some fluffed return there from Raducanu.
I mean, it made contact with her racket, but it sort of just didn't even make it very far from her racket. Game Sabalenka 5-5.
On that note about Aryna Raducanu, I mean, gosh, her mentality is. I mean, I've had some arguments with people about this. I'd be interested to see what you think. But for me, with Aryna Raducanu, I love the way that nothing affects her and she'll just move on. She won't be negative. But obviously the other side to that is that, you know, she is rarely pumping herself up and showing that side to her. So I want to know what you think. Is that a good thing that she kind of is so zen on court, or would you like to see some, you know, some fist pumps, some roars, or do you think it depends on the player?
Depends on the player. I think Murray needs it to be pumped up and shouting and demonstrative. But I'm a Roger Federer fan. And Roger Federer went on record and saying he needed to keep cool on court and keep a poker face because he struggled with emotional management when he was a junior. And I think that's what works for Raducanu. And actually, I think that's one of the things that makes her so cool to watch is I also think that you can look for the little things. Like she will do a fist pump, but she's not a roarer. She's not a crier. She gets on with it. And I call her the Ice Queen just because of how cool and unfazed. And I know that can be an insult, but it's not meant to be that. I think it's just tremendously intimidating to watch, actually, to go, I've got no idea where you're at right now. And for her to just keep going and you have no idea how she's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoy seeing that side of it as I did with Roger.
Yeah, I mean, it's so contrasting, you know, with players like, well, Djokovic, for example, that are so kind of, you know, they'll let you know how they're feeling. But I mean, there's not a right or a wrong answer. It's just nice to see each of them. Raducanu in a bit of a troublesome game here, back to 30-all after a skewed backhand.
Yeah, the backhand was just long and wide, I think. And yeah, suddenly the pressure's on Raducanu's serve after looking kind of good. But I think Sabalenka has stabilized in terms of the errors that were leaking from her racket. Raducanu's...
Yeah. Nick Cavaday trying to cheer her on.
Oh, first serve is into the net. Just clipped the tape and fell on her side, unfortunately. So we've got a second serve, maybe a little bit tight here from Raducanu. Goes body again. Great backhand. Sabalenka chased it down. Backhand right line from Raducanu. Forehand cross-court from Sabalenka. Raducanu's to scoop the forehand. It's short. Sabalenka's going to attack it. Yeah,
it's just too big.
And Sabalenka's break point.
When she's in this kind of mood, nothing can stop her.
Yeah, I get your point, Srihari, as well. And actually, I think when Novak roars, that's one of the scariest things you will see as an opponent, but it's also one of the most impressive displays of emotion you can see, and it's awesome to watch. It's break point for Sabalenka. Raducanu goes out wide.
Oh, that's a big one too.
Oh, that's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant from Raducanu. Goes back behind on the inside out, saves the break point.
It's gutsy play from Emma. Not the first time we've seen that in this second set.
Yeah, Davey, I think I said that it was possibility of a Sabalenka beatdown. This is definitely not that. Emma's been in this match. These have been two very competitive sets.
And we sort of said it could go one of two ways. If it was going to be a beatdown, fair enough. But because it's not, that is what's making me lean more towards a third set here. But double fault is not going to help her. Break point, Sabalenka, she gets another look in.
I think the one time it wasn't close was that run of 3 games Sabalenka had in the first set to get from 2-2 to 5-2. But other than that, yeah, that was pretty kind of comprehensive, really. Raducanu serves, goes backhand up the middle of the court, then followed by the forehand up the line, backhand Sabalenka across court, backhand Raducanu just clips the tape, backhand Sabalenka up the line, Raducanu is going to skeep up forehand, and Sabalenka tried to come in behind, again, scrambled forehand on the defense from Raducanu, again, going forehand to forehand right now, Sabalenka going right back at it, now the drop shot's too good, the drop shot's too good, Sabalenka fist pumps, and she's going to be serving for the match at 6-5, but that was very good match play from Sabalenka to change it up with that drop shot. Very well executed in the face of resolute defense from Raducanu.
Well, you just thought there was a glimmer of hope for Raducanu in that rally once she got that, clawed that forehand slice back into play, chopped it in. But yeah, as unpredictable as she is, Sabalenka comes up with a sweet drop shot and no chance for the Brit to try and get that one back. She'll serve it out here, have a chance at serving for a place in the 4th round.
It's funny seeing that that sort of drop shot on the slow-mo. It just looks so casual like that. It's like you can almost see her computing it like, yeah, I'm just going to drop shot this. Just going to drop shot this. That's that, and it's efficient and it works. And it's that moment of absolute genius from, let's face it, one of the best players of this generation.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see what Sabalenka can do throughout the clay court season as well. She had some success, pretty decent success on the clay last year, but I'd be interested to see if she can.
Played one of the best matches of last year against Swiatek in that Madrid final, which I think it was my favourite. But even though Swiatek lost, probably my favourite match of the year just because of how closely contested it was. And it's probably why, like Shrihari, I'm also hoping for a Swiatek versus Sabalenka final. Although I would also be okay with it being a Swiatek versus a Saka final. That'd be quite cool.
Yeah, I'd love to see Naomi back in a final. I actually picked her to win a slam at some point this year, so we'll see if that.
Do the US Open then.
Yeah, we'll see if that happens.
Backhand in play from Raducanu, really deep, pushing Sabalenka back. Forehand Raducanu to the forehand of Sabalenka. Backhand Raducanu. Backhand Sabalenka into the net. Love 15. Raducanu's not going to make this easy.
Yeah, good start to the game for the Brit. She's got to use the angles here in this game.
I completely agree with you, Davey, that Emma has very well developed emotional intelligence. She's always had this. It's just, whether the tools she's got are working for her on a particular day as to whether she can win.
Backhand return sailing long from Raducanu. 15 all in this service game.
Here we go. 3 points in it. 3 points either way. Obviously, part of us wants this to go on a bit longer. Great. It's the first serve long from Sabalenka. We'll have to see how the second serve goes.
It's a nice return, and the forehand from Sabalenka. It's a great return from Raducanu, forcing the error right at the feet of the Belarusian. She didn't know what to do with that one.
Got a picture of a dog in the audience. Hopefully it's having a good day. He, she, can't tell from here.
Service dog, actually, it said on the collar.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Someone needed to have a good day. Right, so we've got Sabalenka serving wide first serve. 15-30, trying to serve this one out. What's Raducanu got here? Can she get purchase on the Sabalenka second serve? Here we go. Here we go. Sabalenka serving to
Nice return.
body.
And another.
Backhand Raducanu. Sabalenka to the net. Sabalenka's in the net, and it's 6-5, 15-40. Points to go for a second set tiebreak.
Well, that's 2 points in a row now. Just get the return, back in the court at Sabalenka, and she's going to make the error here. Just one more of them, and it's sending us into a second set tiebreak here. First set from Sabalenka out wide, return right at the feet.
Forehand Sabalenka inside out, backhand looped up from Raducanu, short. Sabalenka finishes it inside out from the net. Good shot, 30-40, first break point saved.
Sworn that Sabalenka isn't playing that well after AO. Yeah, she dipped off. We spoke about it earlier. She dipped off in that Dubai first round. Unfortunate.
I think that's harsh. I can't think of anywhere she's played badly since. Like, the Vekic match was pretty good for the first set and a half, and then Vekic rattled her.
That's an ace. But yeah, sorry, coming back to it. Yeah.
The Stearns match was super competitive, and that was all down to Peyton Stearns and Sabalenka just being, just going toe-to-toe with Sabalenka. And here, okay, so there's been a few errors from Sabalenka, but when she's been on, she's keeping pushing Raducanu back, and she's got a good chance of finishing this in straights. I don't see... Is she playing peak tennis? No. Is she playing really, really good tennis? Yes.
I think it's because people demand so much of Sabalenka now. They expect to see her at her peak all the time, but no, you're right. She ebbs and flows.
It's the same with Iga. If she's not serving bagels, she's not playing well, apparently.
Match point, Sabalenka.
First serve out wide, missed it just, and she's looking a bit disappointed with herself. She wants to close this out because she knows how good her opponent is. She doesn't want to make this more difficult than it needs to be. Here we go. Second serve, not first serve. What am I talking about? Second serve.
Double fault.
Oh,
into
that's
the
my
net.
screen buffers.
Into the net from Sabalenka. Signs of nerves here. Late on in this second set. Back to juice.
It wouldn't be Sabalenka match without having to take a couple of bites of the cherry. Let's be honest.
Will we be sent into a tiebreak?
Could go either way.
Another wide first serve from Sabalenka.
I really want a tiebreak. I
want a third set, but I'll take a tiebreak.
one step at a time. One step at a time.
It's a big return from Raducanu, and Sabalenka can't find the forehand. It's in the tram lines. Break point, another one for Raducanu. Wow.
This is the match I hoped it would be. Raducanu competing hard with the world number 2, Aryna Sabalenka. Let's face it, if this doesn't show that Raducanu is top 10 worthy, I don't know what will.
Yeah, and I think win or loss, this is the match that Emma needed maybe to, prove those haters and
no, it's not going to be enough. She's going to have to win this. And then win the next 3 slams.
It's another good return. But it's a great shot from Sabalenka finding the feet of Raducanu, who can't get low enough to loop that one back over the net. Back to juice.
It was right by her feet. Very few players would be able to get much purchase on that kind of shot. And even if they did, it was going to be very, very short for Sabalenka to just pick off.
It's positive signs, though, from the returns. Raducanu sending it back with interest. Can she find another one?
What Sabalenka got on this service game? Goes up the tee with a big serve. Looped up from Raducanu, really short. Inside out forehand. Too good. Winner, second match point.
Wow. Yeah, too good. I mean, basically on the baseline, coming down, she finds a clean winner.
Yeah, advantage for Sabalenka. Second match point here at Indian Wells on Stadium 1 to get through to the last 16. Out wide on the first serve. Backhand in play from Raducanu. Up the line. Forehand cross-court from Raducanu. It's too good. It's a winner. And she's fist pumping. It's another match point saved. And how?
On the run. Wow. We've seen a couple of those from Raducanu today.
Oh, I bet my neighbours are loving me right now. I don't usually shout this much during commentary, but what can I say? I am in this match.
It's the vibes when you're on comms with Jerome, watching a Brit.
Bring the energy. Let's go. Let's go. This is full on biased British commentary right
And
here
an
on
ace from Sabalenka.
Too good. Too good.
Way
This is why
too
she
good.
won too.
She'll get another bite of the cherry.
I mean, let's face it, pretty much every time I've commentated on a Sabalenka match, she usually needs about 3 or 4 match points to put it away. Let's see how she's here. So
Big first serve.
Goes up the tee, forehand in play from
Raducanu.
Raducanu.
Oh, she's made it! She's made it!
Yeah, that forehand cross court looped up and just clips the line. And Sabalenka's looking in absolute disbelief at the close call screen, and she can't believe that another match point's come and gone.
How was that one landed? Plumb on the line. Crikey.
Enough spin to get the job done, which is all you need.
Back to deuce. I think it's a 4th deuce in this game.
Yeah, I've done the Australian Open final of 2023. I did the Madrid final of 2023, and I did the Australian Open final of 2024. All of those, Sabalenka needed a fair few match points to get through. Maybe Sabalenka will be sending in requests to Talking Tennis that they don't put Nick on comms for her matches. Second serve here for Sabalenka. What she got here? Can she set up another match point, a 4th match point? Goes up the tee, backhand from Raducanu to the backhand of Sabalenka inside out, forehand Raducanu cross court, forehand Sabalenka, backhand there, forehand Sabalenka inside out. That's too good. It's a winner, and it's another match point set up. Little tentative there from Emma.
Slightly. I think it's good to go back at the feet of Sabalenka, but I think, maybe after the 4th shot in the rally, try and dictate if you've got the opportunity to switch it up. Definitely.
Yeah, she it looked like maybe there was an opportunity for her to go for it a little bit more. But hey, ifs, buts, and maybes. 4th match point for Aryna Sabalenka. The box, inside out forehand, again a winner. That's the shot that's been doing it for her, and she roars. Aryna Sabalenka is through. She beats the 2021 US Open champion Raducanu, and she marches on to the last 16, where she will play either Emma Navarro or Aryna Svitolina.
Yeah, as you said it there, that inside-out forehand, that is the shot that has been doing it for her. Not just in this match, but throughout her career. She's utilised it so well today, and it's only fitting that it ended on an inside-out forehand winner. Some conversation at the net with the umpire. Don't know what that's about.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe it's about something to do with the crowd or the cameras. Maybe it's to do with that the shot that she thought was out from Raducanu that turned out to be in. Raducanu is smiling to the crowd.
Yeah, a right smile from Raducanu.
Positive.
She competed. Positive, but she knows she probably could have done a bit. She could have got a bit more out of that match. Actually, she won't be disappointed, but she'll be happy with the way she played, especially in that second set. Taking the number 2 all the way, almost to the distance, but.
I mean, let's face it, when Sabalenka was firing, she was in a class of her own. And as she often is in that situation. And, when she wasn't, Emma was competing and was coming up with some brilliant shots of her own. I'll be interested to see how things develop from Emma from here. Miami next. She that's going to be good for her, hopefully.
Yeah.
I think she's got. I'd be surprised if she doesn't have a wild card for Miami. I'm pretty sure her agency owns the tournament.
Yeah, I'd be surprised. No, I think we should be happy with the way she played in the last 3 matches, definitely in Indian Wells, and that's sort of what she needed after a kind of a stop-start to the season. Winning, losing, to get 3 games in a row consecutively in the same conditions. Been good for her to get some rhythm, test herself out against the world number 2 as well. Should definitely do her the world of good, and be really interesting to see how she fares in the coming weeks. But yeah, what do you think she can take away from today or from this tournament in general?
I think she can take away that she's still in the mix. she won against Masarova playing ugly. I think if you can win not playing your best against a top 100 player, that's a good sign. If you can then compete with the world number 2 and push her into closely contested sets, then, or at least 2 sets where it was only 1 break difference, then that's something to build on. There are positives to take away of like, she knows she's still got it. The secret for tying it all together, for getting that first win against a top 10 player, I can't tell her. I have no idea, but it's in there somewhere. And I think this should just solidify the belief for her that it's possible. Someone who has no trouble believing is Aryna Sabalenka, who is currently hitting tennis balls into the crowd, and with a big smile on her face, the trademark Aryna Sabalenka smile. Let's face it, the world's a lot better for it.
Yeah, and I think she is probably the woman to beat going forward in this tournament. Between I said it before the tournament, I don't fancy Iga. I mean, to be fair, I didn't expect her actually to get past the 3rd round. I thought Noskova was going to do the double over her, but I don't see her winning Indian Wells.
Even though
that's just my hot take. I think Sabalenka is definitely the woman to beat. I think it will be a 1-2 final though, but I can see Sabalenka getting the better of her Polish counterpart.
I could see Osaka disrupting that, the way she's been playing the first couple of rounds. Obviously, we need to see how she does in the stream coming up against Mertens. But I think if she continues to show what she's shown in her first 2 rounds, I think Osaka's in the mix.
Would that be a quarterfinal between her and Sabalenka? Are they in the same?
Not 100% sure.
Let's have a double check, because I mean, I do agree. I think Osaka is finding her groove, but she hasn't really been tested too much, I would say. I mean, she's been playing well. I mean, against Samsonova, pretty confident top 20 win, but yeah.
No, it wouldn't be quarterfinals. It'd be semi-finals.
Be a semi.
So the winner of Osaka Mertens plays Goff, who is someone else we can't rule out. I think I was feeling good about Goff pre-tournament, less so after seeing scrappy wins, but that's kind of what Goff's good at. So an Osaka Goff rematch would be interesting. But yeah, if Osaka was to get her way through this match, then through the draw, then it would be a match in the semi-finals with Sabalenka.
That would be a great match, actually. Hoping we can get one of those. Swarna thinks that my hot take is really a hot take. I wouldn't say she's playing the best tennis, but she is definitely playing some good tennis this year since the Australian Open upset. She's bounced back well. But I just think even though Sabalenka may not like these conditions as much, I think she'll still cause a lot of trouble for anyone in her side.
I think the final will be close. I think it'll go 3 if it is a 1v2. And it is Sabalenka's turn to win it. Win against Swiatek. They do seem to alternate which one of them wins whenever they play. That one, I think that one's hard to call. I would give Iga the edge, but Sabalenka winning would not surprise me at all. It will be a tight contest if we do get that final. Yeah,
definitely.
Especially given the way she's like, Sabalenka's just the way she's got through 2 very tough opening rounds. Maybe, it's interesting because I think Iga was coming up against 2 opponents who could challenge her, and it was tough for the first few games of both matches, and then Iga just ran away with it at the end. She just took control.
I mean, I really thought that Noskova was going to do damage, and she did. I think she 4-2 up in that first set.
Break, and had I think she had break points for 5-2 as well.
And then what's that? It's that
10 games in a row.
10 games in a row. Yeah, I mean,
which is what Iga does.
Yeah, we see a lot of the top players do it. yeah, people will stick around for Osaka Martins. I think there will be another stream for that watch along. But yeah, Nick, it's been great to be calling this one with you.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I'm glad to share the excitement of this match with you. Yeah, positives for Raducanu. Sabalenka looking very, very good, and I can see why you've picked her. Obviously, also fun to see Monfils come through against Norrie. And yeah, we can sit back, relax, and enjoy Osaka and Mertens with whoever's covering that.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be a good one. Thank you, everyone, for watching as well. Yeah, enjoy the rest of Indian Wells. I'm sure we'll see you again shortly.
See you all, guys. Take care.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis. Hi Novak. I don't know if you saw what Vasek said last night about organising and tennis could and should be even bigger than it already is. If only the people organising it were doing their job properly. He highlighted the balls, he highlighted playing late at night and then early in the morning and injuries. I just wondered whether you heard that, but also if you'd like to add something.
No, I haven't heard that. I actually saw Vasek just before I came here to see you guys, but I haven't seen his statement on that. But there's been a lot of discussions on the effect of the different balls and basically every week on the joints and the wrist and the shoulders and the elbows. And you know, I think someone told me that in terms of injuries this year comparing to other years is, you know, drastically has gone up. So yeah, in terms of the balls, I absolutely agree. There should be some discussion on that. I actually spoke about that with Andrea Gaudenzi, the ATP president, and Massimo, who's the CEO, in Paris during the Paris-Bercy week. And you know, I shared my opinion and my views, and then, you know, obviously they are thinking about various different options and ways of how to regulate that and how to make it better for the players and prevent injuries. In terms of the scheduling, I think, you know, there has been a lot of criticism and a lot of basically players complaining about it. So I think that should be addressed in a proper way. Obviously, Davis Cup and ITF is regulated differently from ATP Tour and from Grand Slams. You have different governing bodies, different schedules, different broadcasting demands. In the end of the day, we know that the TV is the one deciding, fortunately or unfortunately, but you know, there has to be more, I guess, thorough discussions on that as well.
Hey, thanks for taking the time to, well, you haven't got any choice actually. I'm just talking at you if you like. But I'm here also to present to you why I think it's not a bad idea and not that expensive as well if you become a member. And this is how you can do it, and this is what you can gain. So if we look here at the Talking Tennis sort of home page, if you like, on YouTube, we can see this little button here which says join. It is also pinned in the live chat as well, and you can also, I think, see it just below most of our videos, certainly the live ones and so on. Now, why is it a good idea to join and become a member? Well, in the live chat you can add little funny things, you can add emojis and all sorts of things, but possibly more importantly, you can get to access some live videos, such as this one here, where we look back on the last sort of few moments from the Billie Jean King Cup. So there are little bonuses such as this one, but there are many, many more. And in fact, if we have a quick look at all of the members only stuff, I repeat, you will see very, very quickly some of the top stuff that we've had for members only over the last 12 months since the channel began. Remember, these videos are for members only. You can become a member from as little as about $2 a month, €2 a month, £2 a month, something like that. There are various different things. Oh, and by the way, you'll also be supporting the channel. So it's a win-win-win-win scenario. Let me just show you some of the members only stuff. For example, we've got an exclusive little clip there talking to Laura Siegmund, Laura Tsurenko, her encore interview, some doubles footage there from Monastir, the Germany press conference pre-tournament Billie Jean King Cup, Claire Burrell talking as well to the media in her press conference in Monastir, Storm Hunter and Alicia Parks interview, Rebecca Masarova, her press conference, Coco Gauff exclusive for members only, albeit it was in Madrid. But these are just some of the things, some of the interviews and etc. Like Lestien here, a chat with him, Emma Navarro, and so on and so forth. So many little bonus videos available for just €2 a month. So what are you waiting for? Become a member. Or don't. It's okay.